The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources says it is working hard to ensure that the Green Ghana project becomes very successful even in subsequent years. As part of this year's celebration, the Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Benito Usubio, together with the Overlord of the Ashanti Region, Otumfuo Osei II, have been leading the tree planting exercise.
We've lost over 80% of our forest cover through agriculture and also illegal logging and galamsey. Whilst we are addressing those challenges, it's also important that we do aggressive afforestation, and that is why the President has tasked the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources that we should undertake an aggressive afforestation. One of the anchors of that assignment is Green Ghana Day, where we mobilize the entire nation for us to come together and plant trees on a single day. When we finish that day, that is not the end of it. Others can continue planting during the course of the year once it's raining. Whilst the Forestry Commission will also do its plantations in the forest reserve. Our target this year is 10 million. You will say, why did we start from 5 to 20 and now we are coming to 10? It's just because we want to pay particular attention to what we've planted already, also at the same time. Yes, that is why we have reduced the target this year, so that as we care for the 10 million we are planting this year, we can then also nurture the others over 30 million that we planted.
Seedling contractors have in recent times been complaining about the fact that they have not been paid for the past 2 years. But the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources says it is working to ensure they are paid as early as possible.
Yes, they've not been paid. Yes, we accept that. Yes, we are in talks with the Ministry of Finance and they are working something out for them. This year, unfortunately, we could not buy from them. All these that you are seeing have been raised by the Forestry Commission themselves. Yes, just because we don't want to add on. We want to clear the old debts before we can add on. So that's why we did that.
The Ashanti Regional Minister, Mr. Samuel Semensa, is urging residents in Kumasi to involve themselves actively in the tree planting exercise to restore the image of the garden city.
If you go to where the wealthy people live, you find trees all over. They know the significance of the trees, but we the poor people, we prefer to people, let me say a little in tree. Then we pave the whole place and we create problems for ourselves. Apart from this, it also leads to flooding. It means that when it rains, you won't have even place where the rainwater will sink. So they'll all flow into the main drain and then it will create flooding for all of us. So we have to change the way we live, the way we build our houses, and then start moving towards more green. Ashanti region, as I've said, we've also taken it up. That is why we are embarking on this clean, green, and beautified Ashanti region. If you drive around, you watch the main medians. We started planting royal palm trees with the main medians, and we have some prison officers who are also engaged in cleaning the median and some of our major streets. We are doing this so that we help the Green Ghana. That is part of our contribution towards what we do annually. It shouldn't be an annual event. And again, if you're able to do that successfully, we will bring back the garden city of Kumasi. Now we are cutting almost all the trees. So all of us, let's help to plant more trees to bring back the garden city of West Africa, which is Kumasi.
For the Forestry Commission, it says its major focus is to nurture these trees.
In fact, that's our major concern. And if you plant and you don't nurture them, then you've done nothing. So in fact, we are committed to nurture the trees to maturity. And if you look at the previous planting that we did, the success rate were very encouraging. The rate was around 75 to 80%. The whole Ghana, Ashanti region was about 76, and we did very well. And when we do planting and you achieve such a percentage rate, then you are okay. You don't have to do any replanting or what we call it a beating up.
Now, various stakeholders are being urged to play their respective roles to ensure the tree planting exercise becomes very successful. For Citi News, I'm Edward Upon Marvel, Kumasi.